Hi guys, my name is Xuliswa Ngqokotya from Gqeberha, Eastern Cape, South Africa. I want to talk about uKumkani or King Ndoda and uNdoda. And I know most of the South African men won't like that I as a woman will be talking about that. Unfortunately, I have to, because the Most High is speaking, but none of you men are listening. And so this woman here is listening to the Most High. So I'm going to say what he's said to me or he's been teaching me. And I also want to give credit to Yanata Chilombo. Yanata Chilombo for this revelation. It's not from me. And so as it's been spoken of now for quite a long time now, since 2019, that the Bantu people, we are the descendants of the people of the Bible, and those people are our ancestors. We are their biological children. The Bible is a history that has been stolen from us and then perverted or changed, and they brought up what they brought to us now through the missionaries using the vehicle of Christianity. Fine. So, as I said, I wanted to talk about Kumkani uNdoda. That Kumkani means king, King Ndoda. So who is King Ndoda? King Ndoda is the king whom the Bible refers to as King David. In Xhosa they will say King David. So that was not his real name. His real name is Ndoda. So he is Kumkani or King Ndoda. He was a warrior. First of all, before being a warrior, he was a man who was after God's own heart. He loved God, he worshipped God, he walked with God. Before anything else, before he would even embark, as I've learned this from the Bible, right? So before he would even embark on any battles and anything, he would consult the prophets of the Most High, or he would consult the priest. He would never make any haste decisions, and so he was a worshipper and what have you. And then because of that, this man won all his wars. There's not a war that he did not lose, except after when he sinned, when he killed that man for his wife. That's not why I'm here. Okay, so this man uNdoda was our king in this kingdom. We've also recently learned that Sub-Saharan Africa, it is the true Holy Land. It is the land that was promised to the children of Sonina, the children of Abana Isaka in Akobi, that it was going to be given to them, right? And so we've recently learned that this is the land that you are living in, Sub-Saharan Africa, from Kenya in the east to Senegambia in the west, down to South Africa. And so this is where King Ndoda, whom the Bible says King David or Davide, was ruling. He was ruling the entire kingdom, and he was a valiant man, and he was valiant, and he won his wars because he was walking with the Most High Creator. And so in South Africa, you find young boys who go to initiation school, who wants to transition from being boys to being men, what we call the Xhosa people, or the men in general in South Africa, they call it uNdoda. That is where this whole thing was inspired. Back in the days, our forefathers inspired or wanted to be like this man. He was the role model. And that is why going to an initiation school was attributed to this life of King uNdoda. That is where uNdoda comes from. Desire to go to the initiation school and coming back and becoming uNdoda. It's because of you wanted to be like King Ndoda, King Ndoda, or Kumkani uNdoda, whom the Bible calls King David. That is where uNdoda comes from. Now, looking at what has happened after the kingdom was invaded by the Roman Empire in what have you. Before it was the Greek Empire, and then the Roman Empire invaded us in what have you. And then, yes, our most of the people they fled. They flew to West Africa, where they were captured to be slaves to the four corners of the earth. And the people who were left behind, I strongly believe, I'm not talking about South Africa, I strongly believe that the people in South Africa, they won most of the time when they went to war with the colonialists, because of, remember, as we the African people, we are spiritual people, and our spirituality, it is connected to us connecting with our ancestors. So now here are these men, they are calling themselves, uNdoda. And then when you declare the name of an ancestor or a man who has passed, or anyone, in fact, male or female, who has passed on, when you call their name, they do come forth and they do embody you, and you whatever gift that was in them, whatever power that was invested in them, you go with that power. And it made me realize how South Africans are warriors and are worshippers, for that matter. If you have not seen or have not noticed, worshippers and I would like to also, apart from other things, added, I would like to attribute to always calling on this king, this valiant king uNdoda, who was not only a warrior but was also a worshipper, and his spirit is resting on us. And us as South Africans and our ancestors fighting during the time of colonialism and what have you, and they were fighting, and sometimes they won, sometimes they didn't win, and what have you, but they never stopped, they continued to fight. And eventually things are where they are today. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not here for that history. I'm here for the history, the pre-colonial history. So every time these men, they declare that they are uNdoda and what have you, or uNdoda, they declare this ancestor, they call upon this ancestor, and then I strongly believe that the spirit of this ancestor comes upon these men. And it's not only resting on these men, even on the what you call it, the seeds or children that comes from these men, it rests upon them, because you find most South Africans, if not all of them, are worshippers, and they are valiant people, valiant, not violent, valiant warriors, and so I would like to attribute that to Kumkani uNdoda. And yes, these names in the Bible were changed deliberately, because these people who took and stole our books wanted to remove us from these books, so that we do not see ourselves in these books. But the Most High is revealing all these things today. And so today you know why South Africans are warriors. And you know why we are worshippers. It's because of the spirit of King uNdoda is upon us, because these men, they continue to aspire to be like him, and this spirit is resting upon us. That is what I wanted to address today. Never mind that this is coming from a woman. If you have a problem with that, you must go to the Most High and ask him to reveal it to you. And I won't say anything further. Thank you for listening. Like and go and discuss and go and pray about this. And go and do research and go ask questions about this. Thank you. Bye. I would like to correct this about Kumkani uNdoda, that there is not a war that he did not win. So he won every war that he fought, except when his son was fighting him because of the sin he committed, because of he killed someone's wife. So there is not a war that he did not win. That is all I want to correct.